at my local Target because I've never purchased wine here before. So I can't wait to go inside and see what they have. Come on. They would carry this at Target, but they do. King Estate's Pinot Gris from Oregon. I had a chance to go there a few years ago. What a beautiful property and a great wine. And it's been about 4 or 5 years since I've had one. So I can't wait to taste it and tell you what I think. As I recall, it's just a fabulous wine. Can't wait to tell you more. Wow, am I glad to find this. It's Pine Ridge. It's the Chenin+Viognier and Viognier, one of my favorite wines. Just a great wine to pick up a case of and have it on a Tuesday night, and I'll tell you more about it later on, but I am so glad that they carry this. Now this is interesting. Back to my California roots. It's a Justin, and it's a Sauvignon Blanc. So I'm curious what the Sauvignon Blanc is going to be like from Justin. I've only had their red wines, so I have to check out the Sauvignon Blanc, and I'll tell you what I think. Welcome to this week's episode. Well, I went to Target to buy some wine. Based on what a good friend of mine said, you should really check out their wines, so I did. And I came away with my 3 top white wines that I want to share with you. So let's take a look at each one. So the first wine we'll look at is one of our all-time favorites. I was so happy to see it at Target, and it's Pine Ridge's Chenin+Blanc plus Viognier. 2 grapes that I already love on their own, and they're even better when they're put together. And Pine Ridge, what a wonderful winery. They do just a great bunch of wines. All of their wines in their portfolio are really nice. So this one they had at Target, so I grabbed it. It's pretty affordable too. It's usually in the say $10 to maybe $12 range. It's really one of those wines that if you said, Trent, should I pick up a case of one and if I like it, yes, this would really fit the bill. In fact, I've almost picked up a case, not enough. I kind of run out of room for cases of wine sometimes. But this is definitely one of those that could be your house white wine. It's easy drinking. It's great on its own. It's nice with food. The Chenin+Blanc grape is one of my favorite grapes, and if you've seen my episode on the wines from Loire and Vouvrays, that's the Chenin+Blanc grape. It has some nice acidity. It has some stone fruit flavors in there and some green apple. And then the Viognier from the south of France is where that grape really shines. Brings in some nice body and some nice floral characteristics. So they make just really perfect appetizer wine. You could drink it definitely on its own without a problem, and you could have it with some shellfish or some light white seafood if you like, or even some pasta. It's a really nice all-rounder. So check out Pine Ridge Chenin Blanc plus Viognier, and the one we're looking at this time is a 2018, but I've been drinking them since I think 2015, and they're just really stunning. So what a great value, what a great find at my local Target. So let's take a look at my second wine. Now this one, out of the three wines, was actually a wine I haven't had before, but I'm familiar with the winery and the producer. And this one is the Justin, and it's a Sauvignon Blanc, and it's from the Central Coast area. So the grapes are from all over the Central Coast, and it's a stunner. It really kind of blew me away. I'm used to the Justin Reds, which are from Paso Robles area, and lush, really nice cabs and Syrahs and Merlots. But a Sauvignon Blanc, which is one of my wife's favorite grapes because it is such usually high acidity, and it has some nice minerality and lots of citrus notes in it. So if you're someone who really just loves lemonade, or you love margaritas for cocktails, Sauvignon Blanc may be something for you to try, especially if you're maybe getting tired of Chardonnay and you're maybe getting tired of Pinot Grigios and you want something with a little bit more character, maybe a little bit more zing to it. Sauvignon Blancs are great. And maybe if you've tried a Sauvignon Blanc from, say, New Zealand, and maybe they were too grapefruity for you, or a little too grassy or herby, sometimes they have those notes. This wine really sort of surprised me. Easy going. Yes, it had citrus notes, and yes, it had a little bit of melon, and it had some acidity, but not too much. Nice balance, and with some nice body. You could drink it on its own, and there are a lot of Sauvignon Blancs I think are kind of tough to drink on their own. I really enjoy them like with scallops or some sort of salad or crab, something like that to help. So this Sauvignon Blanc from Justin, give it a try. It's at my local Target. I hope it's at yours. And this may be a great Sauvignon Blanc for you to try if you haven't had one before, or if you know someone who says, I'm just dying to try something different than a Chardonnay. Try that. Let me know what you think. So let's look at my third wine. It's from King Estate in Oregon, and I guess it sort of has a very special place in my heart because it's from my very first trip to Oregon, and the very first winery I visited in Oregon was King Estate, and they treated my wife and I just so nicely and had a nice fruit platter for us and welcomed us and let us try everything they had. Beautiful estate, wonderful place, family-owned winery, and one of the first wineries really to get started in Oregon and to kind of put the Oregon wines on the map. And the Pinot Gris, I think, was my favorite then, which was about 15 years ago. And you know what? It still is one of my favorite wines that they make. So the Pinot Gris, if you haven't seen some of my episodes on Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio, same grape as Pinot Grigio. This Pinot Grigio is obviously grown in Italy, and this one is from Oregon. And what's nice about this wine is it's just a great fall wine. It has some nice acidity. It has a stone fruit, a little bit of tropical notes to it, a nice medium body, very refreshing though. And I think one of those just fantastic transitional wines from summer into fall, but before you get to winter. So it's just a delight. And they had it at my local Target, so I was blown away because I don't always see it. And it's just one of my favorite wines, and sometimes I forget about it because some of the wine stores I go to, they don't carry it. And guess what? Target did. So if you're looking for a Pinot Gris, because maybe you haven't had one before, check out the one from King Estate in Oregon. And I think the Pinot Gris in Oregon are just some of the really stunning wines and great values, just nice gems. So it'd be great with chicken, and you could do it with pasta with a light sauce on it, not a red sauce, but like a light white sauce, or a lemon butter sauce would be nice, and poached chicken or salads and vegetarian dishes, no problem. Of course, you could drink it on its own, like I'm going to do right now, and I think you'd be quite happy. So look for the King Estate Pinot Gris. I don't think you're going to be disappointed, and I'd love to know what you think. Well, thank you for tuning into this week's episode where we looked at some white wine from my local Target, and hopefully they'll have the same wines at your Target. And stay tuned to another episode where we're going to look at some red wines from Target. So we did a pretty good Target haul this week, so I can't wait to share all those with you. Well, thank you again for tuning in and for being such great, loyal subscribers. Please mention it to your friends and family and coworkers and let them know how to subscribe, and that it doesn't cost a thing to subscribe. And then they can join us as we search out the great world of wine together. So until next time, everyone, cheers.